4.5 years ago, we built what would become our most popular video ever, this transparent screen.
It's really neat, but you need incredibly bright lights and a white background in order to make this effect work.
But recently, some new technology was released.
Technology!
That we think will help us make an even better DIY transparent screen that doesn't require so much freaking lighting.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
So I saw a Kickstarter for this transparent projector screen made of nanotechnology, which seems like it could be an interesting piece of tech to try with version 2.
The issue was, it showed you need the projector to be a significant distance away, which kind of makes us just as unpractical as our current setup with a bunch of lights.
Oh my gosh, my eyes. Despite this fear, and despite some of the examples shown looking a little bit suspicious,
experience visuals in up to 8K resolution. Whether it's acrylic, glass, transforms any surface into a vibrant high-definition display.
I set my doubts aside and put in a pledge for this 32-inch film on acrylic and waited. 4 months later, I got something exciting in the mail, but we were missing something. A projector! We wanted a projector that didn't have to be so far away, so I did some research and found another crowdfunding campaign.
It was an ultra short throw projector, which could cover our 32-inch screen from just a few inches away, meaning we could build it and our screen into a single unit that could compactly sit on a desk.
Help! If this works, it would be a great transparent screen unlike anything we've seen before. In theory.
So let's test things and see if this idea is even doable.
First up, let's test the projector. First impressions, look at how cute and small it is.
It's very cute and small.
Hopefully it's powerful enough.
We have it very close to the wall, which is the ideal scenario.
Yeah, we want to be able to focus this close, and we want it to be bright enough, and we want it to be big enough.
Yes.
But not too big.
Yes. We have very specific needs.
Hey!
Oh.
Quick! 37 inches?
Can we make it smaller?
I can't move it any closer to the wall, but we can move something closer here. I just get like a piece of cardboard, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty great. That's less than 32 inches. I'll bet you. Yeah, that's like 30 inches. Yeah, that's less than 30 inches. Okay. So good news. First hurdle passed. Now, what about this nanotechnology screen? So as a control, we have a standard piece of acrylic with no coating on it. This is just
clear.
Just clear with a little film.
The projector is on. You can kind of see, I kind of see your face vaguely. I see it more looking at our camera monitor.
Yeah. What about the nanotechnology?
Nanotechnology!
I really hope this works. I don't really have a backup. This already took so many months to get here. Wait, this is so flimsy.
I thought it was a film that we apply to acrylic.
Wait, is this it?
Oh, is that a piece of acrylic with the...
Wait, did they not even apply it for us? You will need a scraper and alcohol. Cleaning the glass or acrylic plate. Oh, should we get glass?
It says glass or acrylic.
Yeah, acrylic would be really wobbly. Glass would actually be a little bit easier to do the build with. This is the nanofilm. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty sharp.
I'm getting usable results from that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have hope. I have hope.
I have hope.
Let's get some custom glass. All right, so it turns out that all of the glass shops are closed on the weekend. So I told Katelyn I was gonna come out here and do some really rough, quick and dirty prototyping.
I smell burnt wood.
I laser cut stuff. Look at how nice it is.
Wow.
This is gonna be a pretty sizable, clear, is this a clear monitor anymore? Is it a clear TV?
It's a, what's a more intriguing title, everyone?
Well, you'll probably guess based on whatever title's down here. This is a great title. You guys should click like, subscribe, and do all the stuff.
And tell your friends.
For this title alone.
I think this looks really cool. It might be nice to like have it
in a track, centered.
Yeah.
Something like this on either side, and then right here, another stop. And on the sides, I'm gonna have wood columns, very similar to the original. Help!
Very cool. Well, I love the prototype.
Thank you.
So...
We're just back to waiting for glass again.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, oh, I'm just so excited to show you.
No, I am excited. We'll get the glass And then we'll start executing on the rest of this.
All right, back to waiting.
We got the glass! And we redid the entire design multiple times. Woo! We ditched the idea of tracks and first tried to make a design that was as minimal as possible, with a thin frame, corner braces, and a small platform for the projector. But it just looked unfinished. Working around the projector is tricky because there are so many things that we can't cover. We can't cover the ports or the fans. We can't cover the power button or the remote receiver. Oh yeah, and we can't cover the projector hole. I don't know if it's called a projector hole, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, because we couldn't cover the projector in this design, we decided to ditch minimalism and build a big box. It'll cover most of the projector and make it look more built in, but still give us access to everything we need with a magnetic back panel. So Evan went to the store to pick up some wood.
Hi. It's been a while since we did any woodworking.
And then it was time to do a bunch of measuring and cutting.
Look at the precision here, folks. We haven't seen a competitor like this in years, maybe decades. The whole crowd is hushed to see what he's up to. This is all part of the precision. This is all part of the play. We are just gonna, yes, we are ready for the cut, and it is go time. The cut is happening. Look at that. Precision, grace, focus, eye on the prize. I'm sure this is all part of the strategy. This is part of the plan, yes. You really don't see work like this anymore these days, Chuck.
Who's Chuck?
We are locked in. We are focused. We are cutting that wood. Yes, we're cutting. Yes, we're cutting the wood. We're cutting the wood. Oh, everyone, the crowd is on the edge of their seats. No one knows what to do with themselves. Everyone is so excited. You can hear the collective breath of everyone is held, waiting for this moment. Yes, he did it. Oh my God.
It's the next morning, and we're doing more woodworking.
Before we apply our very expensive and rare nanoparticle film to this glass, let's make sure that it fits. There we go. There we go. There. I will resist the urge. Hey! I'm gonna get the film.
I feel like it's so snug that if the film also has to fit in the slot, is it gonna like damage it?
No, the film won't fit in the slot.
Okay, good. So you may be wondering why we took a break from the woodworking to work on the glass, and that's because we can't continue with this build until we get the position of the projector and the glass correct. Use the tape from before to add new tape to mark off the place that we can't put the film. Look at that elbow. That is nice.
Thank you.
That? You worked that out?
The elbow?
Yeah, the elbow specifically.
Every day. I don't know why that makes it weird. Don't make things weird.
I did not. That was you. Perfect. Film.
I'm gonna apply some soapy water down. That will help us get bubbles out. The manufacturers of this film didn't tell us to do this, but we've done this for every other film.
And we've regretted it when we didn't do the soapy water. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is always satisfying, squishing those bubbles out.
And I think let's keep the protective film on until the very end.
Yeah, we don't want to scratch it as we're like handling it.
Yeah, we have a few little bumps in there, but I'm sure that won't affect the final. We try our best, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Let's figure out the positioning of this. I have to turn it on, and I'm gonna try not to react too big, because I need to save all of my thoughts.
Yeah, we're only like, what, 2/3 through?
Oh! Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Maybe if I brought up like a white screen
Are you gonna search on YouTube white screen?
Yes, I am gonna do that.
But the camera like cannot focus on this.
24 hours of white screen.
Perfect.
But why? If I push it forwards, you can see where the top is.
Yeah.
So I just need to pull it back.
It doesn't need to go all the way to the back.
I'll glue it down with hot glue. No, I'll precisely mark its place.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep on building.
See, we're not gonna hot glue the projector down. We're just gonna hot glue some wood.
Yeah, very reasonable.
Take me back to a place where I felt
Welcome to another wild episode of Love Peninsula.
home. Take me back to an age when the world felt small.
Guys, I've got a text. Get ready for the biggest challenge Love Peninsula has ever seen. In this challenge, Daisy and Mike will have to spend 24 hours with the person of their choosing in a private room. I'm picking Ben.
Fine, I'll pick Lilith.
I hope she's not a vampire.
These two are like children. Lilith and I have a solution though.
You haven't even begun to witness the chaos I can unleash. You know what'll really make him jealous?
You know what'll make her really jealous?
If we created the greatest website
She's ever seen.
That'll show him.
First, I'll go to Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. I want to sell flowers, so I'll pick this template.
Their templates look professional and have these customizable fancy effects built in.
Or maybe I'll use their Blueprint AI to get a fully custom website in just a few steps. I'll pick and choose some of their great plugins to set up my shop.
And ready to go. A website that's search engine optimized and easy to navigate.
And right now, if you go to squarespace.com/Evan and Katelyn, you can get 10% off your first purchase.
Hey, you know what else would make Daisy jealous?
You know what else would make Mike jealous?
Guess who's a vampire now? Oh, dang it.
The coven grows.
Oh man, what's going on? You don't want to miss the season finale of Love Peninsula.
Oopsie. Katelyn, as soon as she realized that I had made a mistake, she's like, let's film this.
Okay.
Film my pain for profit. Wife exposed, filming a husband in moment of heartbreak.
The people want to know. They need to know what you did. Okay, we'll show you guys.
I had intended for this top piece right here to be flush with the projector so that the image shining out doesn't get interrupted by the wood. So if you look at this measurement right here, it clearly states 2.75 inches. If you look over here, you can clearly say 3.5 inches, which means that if you put the top on, it's gonna interrupt the projector beam, just like I predicted. It needs to be down here. But we already did all the bolts and everything. We did so much work. I don't want to start over again.
Undoing this and this means we have to take everything apart and redo most of the work.
I don't want to.
Can we get a little L bracket and have it rest inset?
What about the bolts?
Well, we can redo the bolts.
No.
Just like lower the hole.
I'm working here. I can't think of solutions on the spot, but I'm gonna think of something.
Okay.
Will it be more work than redoing it? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So we got to thinking,
Is this even possible? It should be.
would it be faster to do the whole thing over, or is that admitting defeat?
Evan's been in the bathroom for a long time.
I need to open my mind.
What do we want to eat for dinner?
The path forward often has the crookedest path or something. Panic is over.
Thinking has happened, and we have a plan.
This is getting in the way of adding a nice top at this height. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna remove that.
Yeah.
We're gonna shorten that bolt, and then we're gonna add in a threaded insert into the wood right here that bolt will thread into.
That way it doesn't have to stick through.
Exactly.
And you know what that allows us to do? That's not the right height. That allows us to put little spacer pieces the new top can rest on, and it'll be inset.
And that means we can make that top removable so we can access this nice little compartment. And I was gonna have a dramatic reveal for this later, but I'm making a battery powered And I'm gonna add a computer over here, surprise.
And there's gonna be magnets.
Surprise.
Surprise! Okay. it's gonna be fine.
Surprise!
Surprise!
So the next morning, we got to work fixing our mistakes.
Surprise!
That means saying goodbye to the long screw and hello to the little threaded insert. With that in place, we added a shorter screw and it's all flush. Next, we cut our skinny long front piece and our skinny long back piece. Next up was cutting a bunch of little spacers to rest our top pieces on. Then it was time to cut the top pieces down to size. You know, things have been going pretty smoothly. We haven't hit any more issues or snags today.
I did not get that.
It's not precise.
Woo, close one. Like I said, good thing we haven't hit any issues or snags today.
It's a bigger gap than I thought it was gonna be.
What were you expecting?
When a lumber is cut, it is cut when it has not been dried yet. As it is dried, it loses part of its size.
Well, like it's already funky because it's a 1x12.
1x2s are missing ½ an inch. Starting at 1x8s, you're missing 3/4 of an inch.
Why does it have to be this way?
All right, so 1x12s aren't wide enough, so I'm gonna have to rip one to the right width and then cut it to length. Good thing I bought extra.
Come on. Oh, nice. Snug.
Yeah!
Nice.
Yes!
Everything was coming together and looking really nice. Yeah! Good thing we haven't hit any issues or snags today.
It looks nice.
I'm out of words.
I'm worried.
It's hitting the wood.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna sand it. It'll be fine. There's been so many things.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sand it.
I mean, that's looking pretty good.
Ah,
This might be a process.
yep.
God dang.
Time to bring out the big guns.
Oh. Yeah.
Evan's getting impatient. I worry about dust getting on the electronics, but it'll probably be fine, right?
I'll just cover it. Let me cover it with a sheet. You have enough patience for that.
Uh,
No, you're good. Hey! I'm looking for a proper sheet. Wait.
This better be it.
1 like equals 1 extra chance that this will work.
Hey!
It works! That's awesome.
Now I just need to do the whole thing again. You know, a lot of things in this project haven't gone exactly as I imagined them, but we have risen to the occasion.
Yes.
We have made them work.
Okay. Final test.
Huzzah!
Yay! It looks good, baby.
Thank you.
It's really, you don't even really notice
Just
it.
like we planned.
You could roll a marble down that.
You wouldn't want to, because you don't want to damage that laser glass.
Yeah, but you could. That's how smooth it is.
All right, there's a few more final touches, and then it's time to show you the final result.
so on.
All right. This is ideal conditions. So this is best case scenario what it looks like. I want to give us a good chance. We've gone through a lot of effort. This is better. I know this is going to be better than version 1.
I can sense the aggression in your voice. That you're just like,
Look at that though!
Ooh. Yeah.
And you can still see me behind it. This is a clear monitor. This is technically a smart TV.
Well, there's a computer in there.
So it's like, is this a monitor, a TV, or a computer? Whatever's best for SEO. It's going to be one of those. Hey!
Very nice. Look at this. Look, you can see our handshake. You can see what we're doing back here.
Let's put on some quality YouTube videos. Wow, look at that. Look at those people on TV.
Look at that beard.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Wow,
much.
your beard was like really thick in that video. Oh my God.
Now, one thing that's interesting is you can kind of see that like a little bit of the projector is shining through.
Oh yeah, like it is casting a little bit of light on the wall.
Look up here. Look up here. There's a reflection of us on the ceiling.
Whoa.
And over there.
And, wow, it's really going everywhere.
But we're still getting a lot here.
Yeah, we're still getting a lot. Like it looks very sharp.
I also need to reveal how much this cost.
Yeah, because I actually don't know the price of the screen or the projector.
Projector is $811.
Okay, that's a little expensive.
And the nano screen, $230 just for the film.
Oh my God.
I actually found you can buy these kind of in a bulk, $230 for like 18 feet of it.
Did we get drop shipped?
With the wood and shipping, it comes out to about $1,200. Now that sounds
expensive.
That sounds like a lot, but Katelyn, guess how much a transparent monitor costs? If you could even buy one. They're on websites where they don't even list the price. You need to inquire about the price.
That makes me think it's multiple thousands.
They cost between $7,000 and $60,000. $60,000. LG makes one for $60,000. That's so expensive. So considering that, this is a great deal.
This is a bargain. But I am curious to see how it looks in a more well-lit space.
Yeah, let's bring it to our office.
And let's compare it to the original transparent monitor.
I mean, look at this. Isn't this so cool? With the battery in there, it's movable.
Yeah, it's just like, this is it. This is the unit. There he goes.
As a reminder, this is transparent monitor version 1 in real world conditions. You need to have a very bright diffuse light behind it.
Yeah, it's on right now.
Look, that's Katelyn's face.
But it's also like, it's kind of hard to see through it at the same time. We did the best we could. It is technically a transparent monitor.
It's just not that transparent, and it's not that usable.
Again, due to the huge amount of light you need to have to make it work.
First off, before I even turn it on, this is way more clear.
Yeah, it's way more clear.
Way more transparent monitor.
Look at this.
Look at that. I can still look outside and see our beautiful backyard.
And I can see your beautiful face.
Thank you.
You didn't say you could see my beautiful face.
I can see your beautiful face. It just makes me...
Okay, thanks.
I'll admit, in a real world situation, it's more transparent than it is monitor.
We didn't make it for practical purposes. We needed to prove a point that we could.
That we could, and we can do it way cheaper than you can buy, right?
And we could do a better one than our last one.
Yes, way better. Plus, this has a built-in speaker. Look at this.
Did I just go through puberty?
Now that's pretty cool. But what if this was also a computer?
Surprise!
It's running Steam. I'm gonna go ahead and load up my game. A slow computer.
It's a computer.
Yes! I just need to test like the responsiveness, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely not doing this as an excuse for some stress relief after building it.
Here's a big thing. For the old one to work, you had to bring in a lot of very powerful lights.
Yes.
Like, most people aren't gonna have those lights.
No.
To make this a more ideal situation, you just have to turn the lights off.
Yeah. We made it look pretty, which is nice, but if you just wanted a transparent monitor, this is pretty accessible. You know, you just need to buy 2 little pieces and put them together.
You could have stopped long before we did.
Oh yeah.
Well, you wanna keep playing and we'll say goodbye to everyone?
Bye!
Bye!
It's time for me to get some video game therapy in.